Hello everyone, my name is Victor, also known as VGDance, and I'm going to be teaching you today basic of Waltz. We're going to talk about two things. We're going to talk about rise and fall, and we're going to talk about side step. Before we get going, let's have a 1 or 2 minute warm-up. Choose your favorite music. I'm going to do a little bit of the samba, and so just use whatever warm-up you will be using for your usual dance class. I usually do some small range exercising for my joints and for my muscles, moving shoulders forward and backwards, rotating my joints, my elbows and so far, rotating straight hands forward and back. You can also walk at the same time again, just to get yourself warming up. Hug, and then stretch. Hug, and then stretch. Sorry, I need to put my, I'm not going to have it. Okay, let's do the inclination a little bit. And then down forward. Twist, rotate your hips, and then rotate them other way around, and then thighs, right, and then let's do this music again, and the knee joint, and then your feet, right? So I just rotate my feet, and same other leg, and then some spring walking to get my ankles going too, because we're gonna do the rise and fall, right? Okay. So as I mentioned, we're gonna do waltz today. The first thing that I want to talk is the rise and fall. So, but we can split our usual rise and fall in waltz in two distinct parts. The first part is when I use my ankles. The second part when I use my thighs and my calves to some extent. So, and I do this, I can separate the same way as the fall, right? Using ankles and the legs. But the important thing is that when we do the separation, when we go up, we use our muscles. But when we're going to go down, we want to try to not to focus on muscles, but less on the relaxations of them. So what I mean by that, let's imagine we are sitting down on the lowest position you can. The first stage will be is for me to use my thighs to go almost to the straight legs. The next stage will be to use my ankles. And the third, to some extent, is the hold, staying on the front part of the foot, and controlling my maximus there to control my weight on the forward part of the foot. Now I relax my calves and ankles, and then I relax my knees. So stage 1, knees, which is called body raise. Stage 2, ankles and calves, which is feet raise. Then fall, relaxing calves and ankles, and then the second part of the fall, relaxing my knees. So we're going to practice this small exercise with the waltz music. And how we're going to do it. So the first bar we're going to use only thighs and calves. The second is only ankles. Then the opposite way, ankles and then knees, right? I'm going to be calling this, and we're going to do it with the music. And it's going to go like this. Right? Ready? Starting from the bottom. So, feet now. Ankles. And relax your knees. Now use your thighs, push you up. Ankles and calves. Relax your ankles. And relax your knees. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you don't need to go very high on your on your ankles. You can go as high as you can. The most important is to differentiate between the first stage and the second, the first stage and the second, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and again 1, 2, 3, 4. Now in one bar, 1 and down, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep an eye on this very precise separation of stages, right? There is a whole art of the concentrating on different parts of your body, specifically on your ankles, then on your thighs and your ankles. And I can go in this way the whole melody, just to get my body and understanding how I want it to go up and how I want it to go down. A little more. Alright, good. Now, let's try to do it one more time, a little bit more. Just shake your ankles if they are tired. We're going to do it one more melody. Let's see. Ready? Again, starting from the bottom position. So 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and in one action, and relax, and push, relax, and push, relax, and push, and relax, and push, relax, and push, relax. Good. So now we're gonna talk about the second part of our class today, which will be a side step. And as I mentioned before, well, I haven't mentioned it yesterday. Sorry. I mentioned it only in my rise and fall. I want to use as much as possible the natural forces, not my muscles, but natural forces. And so how I can use it on the side step is that whenever I'm going to go to the side, instead of trying to push myself using, let's say, my left foot and then my right foot, first of all, it's very hard to push to the side because my joint flexes this way. I'm going to think about more losing the weight, right? So I'm standing on one leg, start falling, and only then I drop my leg, bring it together. Again, I'm losing the weight first, and then I let my other leg free to go sideways and collect myself. So let's do this a little bit. So what we're going to do, we're going to just, when you hold your leg for very small period of time, very, very, very subtle, while we're going to be falling to the side, and then we're going to just let it go and catch ourselves. No rise, not fall, just a side movement. So, on 1, 1, 2, 3, on 1, 1, 2, 3, and again, just control a little. Let yourself fall. Make sure that you're not falling really on the floor, right? So let your leg go, but start with the falling, losing the balance to the side. Okay? One more time. Up. And a little bit more. If you have somebody who can do it with you, like from your household, what you can do, you can ask this person to stay behind you, put the hands to the side of you, and you're going to try to do the same thing with your eyes closed. Just make sure that somebody can control that you're not really falling, right? I can do it because I've been dancing for a long time, and just trusting my sense of the balance and trusting my feet. Again, don't do it yourself unless you have somebody who can control. Good. done with you a little bit of the leg stuff and body stuff, leg stuff. So now we're going to do a little bit of the different thing. So in all my classes devoted to standard, we're going to do exercises from now 3. And we're going to do a little variety of them. So today we're going to talk about frame itself, the core, how we control it. And we're going to talk with you about how we do the sway and the CBM action. I'm going to put the music on. And what we're going to do is listen to that. Yes. Okay. So what are we going to do with you? We're going to hold the core and the cross, and we're going to just sit. So how I'm sitting? So I'm sitting the way that my back is, it's perfectly straight. So I'm controlling my core, feeling how my tail, pelvis has to sit on the chair, and I'm going to sit this way for 30 seconds. Oh no, this one. So just 30 seconds of keeping my core staying straight. I don't do anything else yet. I have a special timer for me to track that. So when these 30 seconds will be done, I'm going to lift my hands to the side. I would like to create a perfect cross with a vertical line here and a perfect horizontal line in my hands, which will give me quite a good sense of my future position when I'm going to be dancing, hopefully in a couple months on the dance floor, right? Okay, hands up, let's hold them. I'm not sure if I'm holding them. I think that's as horizontal as it can be. Again, I'm not lifting my shoulders, I'm stretching my hands to the side. And I'm going to hold this for 30 seconds to get myself a feeling, and remember my core has to be engaged to keep my back straight. Good. Now next stage, after the 30 seconds, I keep holding the core. We'll be doing the same cross, but rotating it to the left and to the right, using the obliques, not the shoulder blades, but obliques. So my shoulder blades will be constant position, they won't move forward or backwards, but my obliques will be rotating myself. Right? So I'm going to put my hands up, this way, and I'm going to turn a little bit to the left, and a little bit to the right. Keep making sure that my shoulder blades do not move through the back anywhere, right? So it's a very static position for the shoulder blades, but I just keep rotating my upper body, my rib cage. Good. Keep holding your core. And the last one, we're going to do the stretch for the CBM, or for the sway. So what I will do, I will stretch one of the sides, making sure that other one doesn't break, but instead keeps stretched too. And I'm going to hold my hands up to be able to do that, right? So I'm going to lift both hands, and I'm going to be stretching one side, another one. Ready? Okay, so put your hands up, stretch your right side, keep your left side stretched. Good. Now the same you do with your left side. Good, shoulders down. Your right side stretched. Good. Your left side stretched. Good. Your right side stretched. Good. Your left side stretched. And now let's have a cross for one more 30 seconds. Right? Oops. I'm not sure if I will have my hands horizontal. That's the way how I see myself on the screen. So if my hands are not horizontal, sorry for that. That's how I feel right now. That way. Perfect. Good. Now let's go back to Waltz. Okay. So we're done with you a little bit of the core exercises and the position. Now we're going to go back to our Waltz. And so As you remember, we finished with you doing the side step. So now, the important thing when I'm dancing waltz, when I do the side step, is when I go to the side, I do not stay finished on the flat leg, but I finish slightly on the toe, and then I push myself up. So it means that I will finish my body rise, so I'm standing ready to go up on the ankle. I lose the balance, right? Lose the balance, go to the side, and here I use only the ankle and calf. Again, down on the lower position. So I start losing the balance, up on the ankle, and down, up, using the ankles and calves. So we're going to try to do this with you a little bit. Let's go for it. And right, again, as I mentioned before, so from the low, you're going on the middle stage, your heel is not on the floor, it's out from the floor. Then you're going to use your ankles and calves to lift yourself as high as you can, prop a little bit. The very important thing, as I mentioned, is the loss of the balance and not putting your heel down when you're setting to the side. So nice and slow, just to control and have a feeling of it. So, up, and then lift yourself up. Good. Relaxed. Up, and lift yourself up. Down. Relaxed. Up, and keep yourself up. Good. Relaxed. Fall. Side step on the toe, all the way up on the ankle. Relax your ankles. Relax your knees. Lose the balance. Up. Go up on the toe, on toes. Ankles relaxed. Knees relaxed. Up. Up on toes. Relaxed. Relaxed. Up. Up on toes. Relaxed. Relaxed. Now fast. 1, 2, 3, relaxed. 1, 2, 3, relaxed. 1, 2, 3. The size of the side steps might be very small. The main thing is for me to hold the balance, control the balance, and control the release of energy. Not to push myself to the side. Right? Relaxed, lose the balance, catch yourself down. Catch yourself down. Catch yourself down. Great. Now, so we're done with your rise and fall, we're done with your side step. So the last piece is to use it in the dancing. So we are very limited with you in space, so I have space probably for 2 change steps forward and 2 change steps backwards. I'm going to do that way. I'm going to do right foot change step, left foot change step, and then right foot change step back, left foot change step back. I'm going to do these 2 change steps, full set of change steps. And while I'm going to be doing this, I'm going to have only 2 things to think about. First is my rise and fall, so relaxing, and then rise on the toe, first legs, then ankles. And the second, loss of the balance for the side step, not pushing myself anywhere, but lose of the balance. Right? So we have with you 3 minutes to do that. So let's go for this. Let's try to see if I have longer music. Yes, I have. Perfect. Right? Starting, we're going to do with the bar in the middle. So I'm going to do the change step and relaxed. Forward one more time for me, maybe back for you. And relaxed. 1, 2, 3, and relaxed. 1, 2, and let's go. 1, up, relaxed. 1, 2, up, relaxed. 1, 2, 3, relaxed. 1, 2, 3, relaxed. 1, 2, 3, ankles lax. 1, 2, 3, ankles lax. 1, 2, 3, ankles lax. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, relax. 1, 2, 3, relax. 1, 2, 3. Important thing when you are relaxing is keeping the core engaged, right? So my core is constantly engaged. I keep my straight line here on my back. And I will show you by doing the side step, only right foot change, step forward and back. Right? So, 1, keep the core, keep this straight, left. 1, 2, 3. Lose the balance now. Control, relaxation. Lose the balance to the side, control, relaxation. Okay? Full tempo, no break in the middle. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You see, when we have so much information in mind and we are trying to accomplishing everything that we've talked so far, we have our brain fired and trying to get everything that we want to do. That's why we want to practice these skills by just simply doing them, thinking about very little number of things. Good. Thank you. So, this was my 20-minute session for the slow waltz with the change steps in the end. Hope you enjoyed it. I kindly encourage you to leave comments, questions, and so on and so far, likes and whatever you want to leave there on the YouTube video when you're going to have a link. And I will do my best to respond on your comments and questions if you have any. We're going to see each other very soon in the slow foxtrot. Thank you. Bye.